So I'm wondering, Saturday morning, what should I do for a video? And I'm just like, dude, I have a huge bank of videos that I could make, just normal videos, but also just loads of art sitting around. And luckily, when I do digital art, I use Procreate, so it automatically, I don't know, it's kind of like every stroke you do, it takes an image before and after you do the stroke, so then you get a time lapse. And I just want to show. I'm hoping to do a monthly one, so next month will be me going through Inktober. I think I'll do that every week, so it'll be a bit different. But other than that, I want to kind of every month go through the art I've made, digitally at least, and how I've developed, any problems I've had. I mean, I think the main problem coming up will be not having any time, because after work I'm so tired and stressed that art is not the first thing I leap to. But hopefully from the orange to, I've put this in hope as close as I can remember time order, and hopefully you can see some development. So the orange girl starting off was something that I kind of had in my mind and wanted to create, just like kind of the Japanese story of the boy in a peach, but orange. And I can really see like the proportions of the head and the proportions are very much, I think I've gotten better. And this art piece actually took me way longer, so I wasn't really practiced in the whole colouring side of things, and so it actually had a separation of about a month between the sketch and the colour. Looking at the first draw this in my style I did, I'm quite happy about some things, and then some things now are very obvious. I don't know if it's been about 3 months since I started doing digital art or so, but I'm quite happy with the hand. I mean, you get to see a little picture of me looking quite sad. I didn't really think about anyone seeing it. It was just an art reference, but I'm quite happy with the hair in that manner. But the face is such a plate, you know? It doesn't have dimensions, like, I don't know exactly what I was thinking with that. And also the original art piece has floating hands, so did this one have floating hands? But quite often when these pieces have floating hands, I think it's kind of a cheat, so you don't have to think about how the angles would work. So I was working hard on that. Style. The first thing that really was obvious to me watching the time lapse is that head shape. I would say it doesn't end up like too much of a plate face, mostly because it was already quite a structured face from the reference. But the jaw, and also the fact that I didn't actually use the same pose. I quite like the mug, but those hands, I was quite proud of those hands, but I can see now how I could have improved it. And also, I think one thing that you'll slowly see over this is I was trying out different things at this point. There was a Instagram artist that was really using the kind of pencil strokes really well, so I tried that a bit, but maybe I'll come back to it on another day. And yeah, the one thing that I've also seen is that the colour's quite flat here. Other than the first orange, I've got quite a consistent toned down colour scheme palette. This strawberry kiwi girl, I think, is kind of where I really had started having fun with the medium and kind of making whatever I wanted to make. So not worrying about practice. I haven't included any of the practice sketches. This is all just the completed artwork, not just, trying to develop anatomy and other skills. So this is where I thought, I can make whatever I want and have fun. This mask piece is, I have to say, one of my favourites so far. I just kind of love those fox masks, and coming up eventually the decoration of the cheeks on the mask. I really like that technique, the kind of having lines but blending out by having fewer consistency. That is not how you word that, but it was so much fun. I really like the hair, the style that I did. I kind of used references of traditional Japanese married woman's hairstyles, and the face is a bit long, but it's kind of stylistic, so it kind of works. And we're back to a draw it in my style, or your style, I guess is the actual tag, and it's such a cute little anime girl, and it was so cute. This is probably, weirdly, because it's such an anime style, I don't know why I went so anatomically correct. It's probably one of the best bodies I've done in certain ways. The shoulders are a bit floaty, not necessarily makes sense, but I was really happy about it. I think I kind of ruined it with the ruffle of the skirt at the bottom, and she has a bit of a plate face, but I was very happy with the hair. So, it swings and roundabouts. You're happy with something, less happy with another thing, and you kind of just have to go on and not just continue working on one piece if you're dissatisfied. Like, either stop or finish it with what you have. Where the last piece was kind of a small ending experimentation in shading, this mermaid draw it in your style kind of piece was a full-on experiment. I really loved the stylistic semi-geometric, very contrast colour shading. It's a lot of words. I really loved that style, how they used it, and I tried for a little bit, but I couldn't reach that majesty. But I made it definitely very different. So I made that face and obviously it doesn't look at all like me, it's highly stylized, but the anatomy of the cheeks moving and the lips are reference based, I guess. And from there, the shoulders aren't fully realistic, but kind of more to scale anatomically, and it was so much fun. Sorry for the cat. And I'm still really happy with it. There's nothing I would do differently, like better, that I can immediately think of. I'm sure when I come back to this in 6 months or a year, I'll be able to see something, but I'm just really happy with this piece at the moment. this kind of psychedelic. Really love the colours. Draw it in your style. You can kind of constantly see the original in the corner because I found that helped. But I think the thing is, between the first and this, I'd probably been doing digital art for about a month and a half or something, and this is probably one of my most disappointing pieces that I actually finished, because I tried. I really love that eye shape, but I just couldn't make it fit the body. I'm okay with the torso, but the arms are wrong, and looking back it's even worse. I just couldn't get a consistent image and style, I think. But I love the colours, and it was fun, and that's what it's all about. I'm not selling this stuff, so don't judge me. I wasn't even sure if I had a recording of this, so I went to York University and they have the War of the Roses sports, I almost said festival, I don't think, so, and also around York when I'm playing Pokemon Go, I always found Rosalia's, or is it Rosalia? Or is that the older one? Anyway, so I decided to do a white and red Rosalia and pick your colour. White is York, so you know which to pick. Another trapped fruit girl, so I wasn't sure. The original actual shape is like a yogurt drink, so I don't know why I put bubbles in it, but I guess it's like a raspberry flavoured Yakult yogurt drink kind of a thing. Dunno. She's trapped in it. And I have to say, kind of happy, kind of not happy. I'm not that good at side profiles, so it went quite well, but I don't think it has the flair that other ones have had. And I really love the shoes though, I have to say, and it's much more my actual fashion style than other ones, so I guess it's a bit more fashion than character design. This tiny clover girl is almost a member of my trapped fruit related series, but unfortunately she's not trapped. Clovers aren't fruit. But it's kind of the same style to me, and I made it in the same period, and yeah. I really love her little boots. They're quite these two consistently, the Yakult one too, I'm really happy with the shoes. That's definitely not my consistent skill. I need to practice a lot more, but I'm happy with the little welly boots. They're a simpler shape, so they were easier, and I had lots of fun with the detail in the clover and just themes. Also, my girl, that is a tiny watering can. Not going to do much for that clover plant, so I hope you're gonna be able to walk back 20 times. And yeah, in general, I hope you enjoyed this compilation. Any that you like more, any advice, anything, you can follow on Instagram if you want to see what I'm currently doing. And yeah, and thank you, come again.